Hey there, chat. What I originally told you is that I'm sorry that we took away from Cat Cam, but you didn't hear me. The Chaos Gremlins are still attacking us, but the tech team is getting everything together for us, and we are moving strong. We have gone ahead and restarted the game. BigScared is here with Resident Evil Village. As we're gonna wrap up the night with the end of our horror block, we've got this and another game for you. And what I also said was that for the bid war, BigScared, Street Wolf was in the lead for $47 instead of Daddy's Jacket. I'm so sorry to Daddy's Jacket fans.
Because we're going to be edgy today. Thank you to everyone who donated towards the bid war, regardless of your choices. All of that money goes towards helping out Doodle, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. We're going to be our lovely edgy self. And I'm going to get this rocking and rolling, and then I'm going to reintroduce myself. So without further ado, let's kick this off in 3, 2, 1, let's jam! Hi, I'm BigScared. I'm Queer Vitacaster here on Twitch. I play a lot of scary games. I love Resident Evil, and I love just chill, fun, relatively low glitch runs. And I'm here to bring you one of my favorite ones of this year. No, this did not come out this year. I just learned it this year. So here we are. This is Rose. This is Ethan Winter's daughter. This takes place about 19 years after the events of the main game. Where we are is complicated. I'm just gonna say we're gonna be seeing the greatest hits. Some greatest hits of the Winters saga. We're currently in Castle Dimitrescu. I don't know why Rose would be here, but we're here. And we're gonna encounter some very interesting people. Some of them are gonna look suspiciously like us. Don't worry about that. It's just normal things. Don't ask why the wall is bleeding. It's just normal Resident Evil things. And definitely don't ask why
Let me out.
why she sounds so much like us. I can't have anything to do with the fact that this is a Shadows of Rose DLC.
Okay. There's a lot of things I can't ask. Meanwhile, they were all things I'm very curious about.
Well, where would you like to start, champ?
Okay. Understood. Maybe the bleeding walls.
You see, sometimes when the wall gets a little funky, it just do the thing.
I've never seen that.
I'm so glad because you obviously don't have a mold problem. Yes.
Is that what this is?
TLDR,
This
this is just mold things. It's very complicated, but that's you can basically explain most of the stuff in this game as to it's just mold things.
Gross.
So, wall's a little goopy, it's just mold things, it's fine. Good thing is Rose is immune to that. Like she's legitimately immune to that. At least for now. It's complicated. We'll unpack that as we go. Yes.
Okay. A lot of complications for sure. I'm enjoying
never
it
mind
already.
the person in front of us who looks suspiciously like us. It's totally normal.
I don't have that in my day-to-day.
Sounds like we need to fix that for you, champ.
I think I'm fine.
We got a little bit of walking around here. Is there any messages you would like to share with the audience?
For sure. So we do have a bid war open for our next game, our last game of the night, Amnesia the Bunker. We're gonna save the prisoner or save the frames. Basically, there's a prisoner locked in the bunker that we have the option to save, and it's up to y'all whether or not they get left behind. Make sure when you're donating, _donate in chat, you will see that bid war. You can attach it to your donation from that page and let us know. Are we saving the prisoner or just, saving the frames?
Many bodies.
I personally believe in the power of friendship. That's like why we're here. So I want to see us save the prisoner, but that's just me. What about you, champ?
I mean, So when it comes to the save the frames, save the thing, I'm a speed runner. I'm sorry, you gotta stay in the prison.
Heck that prisoner. We need to save the frames.
What?
Champ Rule 2025.
Exactly.
It's true, I'm
mean,
doing it right now.
Put it on a shirt.
Fun fact, Rose has remembered how to run. I promise you, it was not me refusing to run. She literally remembers to run when this enemy spawns, which is, I think, the funniest thing about this whole DLC. She's like, oh yeah, I can run. It's fine. I was too cool for it before.
Right. I do have the option to move faster. It's a nice little challenge.
So good news, bad news. The mold problem's getting a little out of hand, but we can just run away from our problems, which is, you know, very convenient. Sometimes they'll try to get us, but that's fine. Good news. Yeah, the mold has hands, but the yellow paint is literally telling us where to go with words. It's discovered the power of language, and so I know exactly where to go.
Okay.
Yes,
It's like
we're
the
at
arrows in
IKEA.
Mario
You know,
Kart.
you're walking
Perfect.
around, you see the big yellow arrow on the floor, you know exactly where to go. You know, as long as I get some
Who needs
Swedish
a map?
meatballs before we leave this castle, I think I'll be fine. Oh, that's so
I don't know
fair.
if I want them from this castle.
Chat, if you want to tell us in your donations what the Resident Evil IKEA serves at the food court, I would love to hear your guesses.
Oh. Sounds like a treat as far as the donations. Which, by the way, we do have minimum of $1 donations, so make sure, let us know what do you think they have at this IKEA. But also, my stomach is not going to be happy with these answers.
Your stomach might not be happy, but my heart will be full. Okay, so we have to go out here to trigger the ability to remember what a gun is. Again, just Resident Evil things.
Where am I 5 minutes?
Now, I'm sorry to burst people's bubble.
They're gone.
We might be in Lady D's house,
be
but
the
we're not
crystal.
going to be seeing her tonight. I know, I'm so sad. Unfortunately, she's been dispatched per the main game rules, and now the Duke lives here for some reason, but he's not really like the real Duke. He's like a memory of like a feeling someone had about the Duke once. He's like the LaCroix of Dukes. You know, the flavor echoed in the room next door that reminds you of what it once tasted like. Yes.
Maybe it's like an Airbnb kind of situation. Which would be getting 1 star from me, but that's...
Can you imagine renting this and then showing up and being like, I thought I had the whole place to myself and all these zombies are here?
Yeah, I would not last 3 seconds. I would be like, nope, I'm good.
Contact
I'll
the seller and they're
I'll
like, we
sleep in the
warned you
car."
we had pets.
Oh, my pets, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna dispatch this guy because if I don't, he's just gonna stand there and block my path. And then I'm gonna dispatch this guy because he's a little stinker sometimes. And if I don't take the extra time to do that there, he will grab me from behind when I'm trying to deal with the other guy that will spawn later on. It's very big.
This is a big house.
I think we are technically in the
No way
like
I'm waiting for
personal
that.
mansion. This
Maybe, I
less
can
one giant
find a
building
way
and more of a
across.
small complex of giant buildings. Yeah. Unfortunately, the mold problem is
Okay.
still out of hand. Yeah, it's on the ceiling
It's
too.
on
We'll
the
see it in a
floor
little
now.
bit.
Oh, great. Okay.
We're also about to get our first magical girl superpower, because you may not have known this, champ. We're in an isekai anime, and we are the magical girl, and so we're gonna power up throughout this entire run.
I didn't notice, but now I see it.
So I have to go in here and grab this little thing. And this will give us the ability to like burst the mold flowers.
See if
I
this
know
works.
that sounds the way it is. I'll show you what I mean. There's one right here. So now we can do that. This is really important because it allows for certain types of traversal. You'll notice the mold will spawn in and you have to get rid of it by doing this. It can also be used to stun enemies. So if I'm being bum rushed by a zombie, I can just bop them in the face with this. It's pretty cool.
Well, makes sense, I guess.
Not this though.
Can't get around it.
Why is that so far up there?
To get rid-
I'm gonna show you a silly little trick. If I crouch right here, and I let the zombie come into the room with me, he can't grab me. I can just run behind him.
I guess maybe you can
Maybe.
only see at eye level.
But he doesn't even really have eyes.
True. At
Face
skull
height.
level.
Don't grab me. Don't grab me. Thank you. I have 8 bullets. This is gonna be a little spicy.
They're so polite.
What?
While I wait for this big dude to get out of the way, is there anything you would like to share with the audience? Any messages?
Yeah, so just for anyone coming in or coming back, just to let you know, we're here. This is Saving Sarah. Saving Sarah is a mutual aid event helping friend of the community and volunteer extraordinaire Doodleplex to end her housing insecurity and get her to a better financial place in life. You can type !donate in chat to help Sarah directly. All of the donations count, no matter how big or small. We appreciate everything that's been coming in, and we've still got a lot more days to come.
Yeah, we are pretty early into this marathon. It's a multi-day event, so shout out to all the folks who are volunteering their time, not just in the capacity as runners, but like back-end staff, organizers, the games committee. This is a tremendous amount of work, and every little bit of it is so, so, so valued. Thank you
Yes.
so much, everybody.
Absolutely agree.
Yes.
And tech team, especially tonight. But I mean,
Listen,
Cat
Kitty Cat is my
I love
favorite
Cat Cam,
technician.
actually.
I stand them.
Fair. Very fair.
Okay, so we are now going to be introduced to our first mini boss. He's just a big boy. And we're not going to fight him yet, but he will be chasing us around, think Mr. X Nemesis style, for the rest of this segment until we eventually do fight him. Gonna go up here, grab the second power up. I believe this one just gives us pips,
Looks like there are more of
which
these.
means that we now have charges for our ability instead of just the abstract ability to do things. Don't you love it when your spell slots level up? We're also introduced to our, it's for lack of a better term, a mana system, but it's a mold system. You eat the white sage herb to replenish your mold power pips. I know how this sounds. It's just Resident Evil things, though. Watch. And so doing that saves us a significant amount of ammo because this gives us a slowdown move that we can use against enemies, and we can just move on past them. Downside is there's only a certain number of herbs in the entire game, and so you need to ration your use of them pretty strategically. I also want to point out that I'm not stair skating, which, if you're familiar with Resident Evil speedruns, is a pretty popular strategy for saving some time. Normally, a stair skater would flick the aim button as they're coming up and down the stairs in order to trick the animation into moving a little bit faster. That is not... Okay, I have the monocular key. That is not how this run goes. Rose runs just as fast going up and down stairs as she does if she were trying to stair skate. There's no way to stagger her animations in a way that's useful.
I noticed we were outside. We still are. Why are we going back inside?
We have to progress until we can unlock the big crystal in the hallway. And in order to unlock the big crystal in the hallway, we need 3 different masks. And so I'm running around in an attempt to collect the different masks that we will need to unlock the crystal. So here's where I'm going to talk about the plot of this DLC a little bit. If you don't want spoilers, you could just go la 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 until I'm done in this basement section, okay? Chat, that's our agreement. Okay, I'm going to talk about the plot a little bit. Rose is someone who is being bullied at school. She's having a hard time making friends. Nobody likes her because she's, spoilers, a bioweapon. She's got magical moldy girl powers. She's different, and that makes her scary, which I think is totally whack. But she struggles with that, and so the whole reason why we're here is because she's trying to get rid of her magical girl powers. And someone has told her that by picking up that crystal, she would be able to do that. I know, teenagers, they're gullible sometimes, but here we are, in alternate dimension, dream world, mold, memory, cube. It's complicated where we are, but we're essentially trying to cleanse the mold out of us right now. And so by grabbing that, hopefully, and I say hopefully because there are 3 arcs to this game and this is just the first one. Ooh, you whiffed so hard.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with this DLC. And there's quite a few throwbacks to both the main game and Resident Evil 7. The entire second chapter of this DLC is like a lovely seaming together piece between the 2 games. I shot that zombie 1 time so that he wouldn't lunge at me. Because if you get grabbed there, it's not good. I'm also gonna grab this pipe bomb and hopefully not get stuck on this dude's butt too long. Gorgeous. You know, they just vibing. Okay, if you were avoiding my spoilers and for some reason can tell that I'm talking to you, telling you to come back, you can come back now.
Thank you. I put my headphones back in.
Good,
Thank
perfect.
you.
Nothing was important. We're just
now.
here vibing. I did pick up 1 mask while I was down there. The second mask is in a courtyard. The third we will get after a convoluted series of puzzles. I grabbed this snake painting for one of them, but we get a little bit of running around here still. So this would be a great time for some messages if you have any.
Yeah, so we have gotten started on that bid war for Save the Prisoner versus Save the Frames. We have a $20 donation from Oregon that says, so BigScared wants to save the crybaby soldier? Let's see about that. And in a plot twist towards me, I thought it was on my side. It's on your side. We're saving the prisoner with those $20. We still got time. We can flip it to saving the frames, everybody. We still have time for that bid war. Make
Gorgeous.
sure you get those
Thank
donations
you,
in.
Aragon. All right, I have paintings. I have 2 masks now. I know, we can count. Too bad I can only count to 4 though, but we won't need to do that. We only need 3 of them. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna do a nice little painting puzzle. What the goal here is to line up all the carnivores on one side and all of the things it would be eating on the other. And so, what are we pairing this with? This is going to be sheep. And then frog. And then snake. And then spider last. This is going to open up a box over here. And this is the only time I'm going to do a strategic retry. Now, Resident Evil, most of the optimal top level runners do a lot of strategic retries. This is the only one I will do, because if I don't, I will just be stuck there looking at that box for like a full minute, and it drives me up the wall every time. So I skipped that one. But now we have a triocular key. This key gives us the best weapon in the game, which is the shotgun. And it also will give us a puzzle room that has a very high risk trick that I'm not going to be doing because it's not at all marathon safe. But I will explain what the trick is because I think it's cool. Essentially, the room is going to be very full of mold, and we're going to have to grab a gold mask out of the center it. Some folks can sort of just wade into the mold and grab it. This is a frame perfect trick. It's very, very difficult to do, and I won't be doing it. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this door, and I'm going to walk directly into the mold, and I'm going to let Rose die. Why am I doing this, you might ask? Because Resident Evil, at least the modern ones, have difficulty adjustment. Which means that the better you play, the more efficient you are, the fewer hits you take, the harder the run becomes. And because this is on casual difficulty and I've been playing pretty well, the difficulty adjustment thinks I'm on a higher difficulty than I actually am. And so we're resetting it by dying there. What this does functionally is it will make the zombies in this area way less aggressive. And it will make the traversal in here much more reliable and stable. It can also make the frame perfect trick in here, if I were to wade forward, easier. But again, it's still not marathon safe. This is the heaviest reset point in the entire run. So instead, we're just gonna go up here. I'm gonna grab this bonus sprig of sage, and we're just gonna burst the bubble at the top of the stairs.
It is good that she's looking
we've
for
got
herbs,
two
I guess,
kinds of
while she's
herbs,
here.
which is nice. A little bit of biodiversity. And then mold, yeah.
And the mold.
But you know, that you can't really deal with fungus in a way that is meaningful to the fungus. It's like that Reddit meme. It's like, you
that's
cannot
fair.
kill me in a way that matters. Alright. We're gonna grab this gold mask,
They're just...
which means we can finally unlock the crystal and definitely get rid of our magical girl powers, right? Oh no. So, good news, bad news. The Duke likes us.
Is that
Yes. Yeah, just yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
understood.
Rose is a very special girl. And as her magical powers suggest, she is someone of consequence. And so, you know, people who like to do experiments on people of consequence might take interest in her, you know? And so that's what the Duke is up to right now. He really wants to play some nice games with her, invite her to the puzzle room, and maybe, you know, have some biohazard fun. Let's not get into the details too much. You know.
You see, it sounded fun at first, and now... Okay.
It could be fun if you're into that sort of thing, but we're gonna go beat up a boss about it.
Sure.
So I mentioned that the yellow paint is sentient here. It's gonna block us while we talk to it for a few moments. So if there's any messages you would like to share, now's a pretty good moment.
I have to admit, I've lived with them for so long.
That's the fact that you
Yeah,
have to
negotiate
sit
the
there
door.
for is so
Weird.
funny.
Let them
But
go.
fair,
I know.
very fair.
I know.
Oh, it's still okay. We're still going. Great. Okay, so while we are in this house, this is a weird segue for me to do, but I do want to talk about the housing and housing insecurity. It is difficult to access housing in the United States, and the problem is worsening every year. According to Habitat for Humanity's State of the Nation's Housing Report in 2025, more than 20% of all types of housed people we're cost burdened, and that housing prices continue to increase relative to incomes year after year. We can help each other become more housing secure with mutual aid and community support, like we're doing
Love
here
that.
tonight with Saving Sarah.
Kidding.
Welcome to the boss fight. But what I'm gonna do real quick is just run around and grab all of my stuff. Actually, I'm gonna deal with you real quick.
Shit. Even uglier now.
This is a 3-phase fight.
Uglier
and
now.
we're gonna have to deal with this man quite proactively. This is the hardest fight in the entire game,
Is he dead?
just because it's hard
Did I
to keep
do it?
him on cycle. Where are my
Look
bullets?
at you! So much fight in those little rabbits.
Where are my shells?
This is becoming
She's not a
time
rabbit.
to shake things up!
Yeah, it bothers me that the Duke is like, you're a tricksy little rabbit. Like, I'm a street wolf. Get it right? Okay, it is optimal to deal with the enemy there before dealing with this, because he does a very dramatic, like, respawn, despawn thing.
Stupid fight I've ever seen! Don't let her get away with that!
Oh, really? You lived. I would say that's never happened before, but it absolutely has.
No!
We almost got it.
Three, and one more, and that's the fight. Cool. That's the hardest battle in the entire game. This next leg is a battle of the mind. You can't tell, but I just pointed to my forehead. Because in this section, it is all about making you feel scared and defenseless. They're gonna take away my weapons soon. How do you feel about that, champ?
I mean, I guess it doesn't help with the mold, but like with the with everything else, I kind of like the weapons, and I don't think this is safe. I think, again, she's outside. We could just
but
leave.
why would I leave when there's some really cool dolls in here that I can play with?
The grocery store. Well, maybe not the grocery store, but it's next to the produce. They've got dolls.
I'm gonna believe you on that one. I haven't seen that myself, but I believe that at your local store that's true.
Yeah.
Something seems different.
She could find dolls somewhere else. It's
hold
fine.
on. What do you think about this cute little plushie?
Okay.
Where could you find this guy?
Is weird.
I mean, that's actually really cute. But
Yeah.
and there's
Sure.
no mold.
We got cake. Who
Okay.
wants cake?
All right. I mean,
Sure. In a
Can we turn
moment.
the light back on?
You don't need that junk.
You don't need that junk. It's fine.
Great.
Oh,
Hey, my
Wanted to
stuff.
look at the cake again.
our buddy. It's okay. I'm gonna figure out what's up with him. We just
Oh.
need a pair of scissors.
Where'd the? Okay.
Good news. I know exactly where the scissors are. They're inside this locked cabinet. And good news, I know the password.
Great.
It is 024466. I love even numbers so much.
Fair. I mean, those are good numbers, yeah.
All right, we've got our scissors. We're gonna go see what's up with our friend.
Why was
Yeah, don't worry about it.
what
It's
was
fine.
around the scissors?
It's perfectly
though?
normal things. They're just giving us a hand.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. What a relief.
What
You
is?
know,
Why?
the greater question is, why this? And by this I mean the thing that's about to happen. This.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Oh, mold.
it's for breakfast or something.
Huh. No.
Anyways, we have
Ken?
don't worry about it.
happened
We
to
have to
the
go
cake?
collect dolls now because that's what's important.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a
really
playmate.
went all
They want to play
Right.
dolls. They want to play house, and so we gotta oblige. Good news, our friend the teddy bear has the relief of the child that we need to open this door. And inside here is one of the dolls we need. No, that's our friend. Don't worry
Is
about
that
that.
the doll?
And this is mommy.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. She's
Hi.
friendly still. Yeah, for now.
So you want me to
Is she?
play with dolls?
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have to point out that the lore is happening again. This is the part of the story where we learn Rose's tragic backstory and how the people at school were really not kind to her. These dolls represent the people in her life. The blonde one is her.
Yeah.
You'll notice at some point we're gonna get a doll that looks suspiciously like the little blonde one. And I want you just to keep that knowledge in your back pocket. Because for now, we're gonna go to my favorite place in the game,
Blonde doll.
the hole. Yeah, Jimmy's room's in the hole.
I said Jimmy's room. Okay. Why? Yeah, why? This.
Are you sure about
this
that?
Isn't. This is a hallway. Well.
Well.
Well, I see one, but yeah.
It's all right. Jimmy's in the well, just like Lassie predicted. It's fine.
Oh no.
I also think it's really funny that Jimmy's dressed like a clown, because that's how I feel climbing down here every time. Hi, Mommy.
Away.
Don't worry about it. She's fine.
What? Okay. All right.
All right, we've got Jimmy, which means we can do the 3-doll puzzle, which is back at the first place that we got dolls from. Never mind that our playmate seems to be getting a little restless. It's just some fun little drawings. Oh, wow, Jimmy gave us a present? Oh no, not the bucket of stuff. It's just like Carrie. They're all gonna laugh at you.
Oh. Wow.
All right, there's the 4th doll, and now we can go back to the original puzzle, at which point it will give us a key. If there's any messages, now's a really good time, because we're just going to be puzzling for a bit.
Yeah, so I wanted to mention we are extremely close, chat, to $1,500 that I think we could blow out of the water by the end of this day. We still have the rest of whatever is happening with these dolls and Amnesia the Bunker to get through tonight. And I think that we could definitely get past that 1,500. And, you know, we could also put that towards, you know, saving the frames. Astrid, the runner for Amnesia, is in
Seriously.
chat and seems to
you.
also want to save the frames. The prisoner, again, put it on a shirt. Prisoner stays 2025. Just
You know, how much of that shirt goes to charity? I'd buy it to save
Still
Sarah.
looking for the crystal?
oh,
Fine. I'll help
this
you out.
is true. This would actually be a great shirt.
Mommy might be upset that
Now,
I'm
we're on the
helping
phone
you.
talking to our demons because, you know, sometimes they're tangible. This one is a nice throwback. I did mention that the second section of this game would call back to Resident Evil 7. We'll touch more back on that when we get there, but I do want to give a friendly little content warning to the folks that just really don't like mannequins. Mommy's been friendly so far, but she's about to be a little bit less friendly. So if that's something that bothers you or is unsettling, maybe look away for a few minutes because she's gonna be following us pretty aggressively.
Okay.
I'm listening for her tippy tappies.
Whose mommy
That's our mommy.
is she,
That
though?
is a crash test dummy that represents Mia Winters. Okay, I'm gonna hit her with the spinneroonie.
I like this room.
Fans of wrestling, you might recognize this move. Boom.
Jesus Christ!
Hit her with it. Okay, what we're doing is we're tricking her into moving forward because in her default position, her hitbox perfectly blocks the hallway. But if you get her to take a single step forward, she no longer blocks the hallway. And so if you hit her with the spinneroonie, her weeping angel mechanic kicks in, she takes a step forward, and then by the time you turn back around, she's forced to stop. It totally and completely disarms the fear of this section. Once you get used to hitting her with that move, it feels so good. But here's where things are about to get real. And by real, I mean real small, because we are suddenly really small. I don't have a good explanation for this. I'm gonna say this is just moldy things.
Removing.
Mold will do that, yo.
I guess I should.
So this
keep
part
heading
of the
this
run
way.
is really interesting because we have to balance not consuming our stuff with making cycles. And so there are points where I will use my abilities and there are points where I will specifically tank damage to not use my abilities. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to conserve how many white sages we have, because the end of the run will need quite a few of them.
Now those probably would be in the
Yeah.
produce section, though. Not the
Yeah.
dolls, but
It would be available as like little sprouts you could grow or as like bundles you could just buy ready to go.
exactly. She could again leave.
She could leave?
Not come back. No.
So they're just vibing. They're doing a little disco. They're doing a dino dance in chat right now. Good news, bad news. They can only see what is illuminated, so as long as their little flashlights don't hit me, they will never spot me. The downside is they have pretty good range, and so if you end up down the hallway, they will sometimes chase you pretty far. This room is incredibly cycle-based. There is a frame-perfect skip you can sometimes get if you aim at this doll's butt, and it's not gonna give it to me. So I'm gonna stay on cycle so that way we don't lose any time here. What you wanna do is make sure these two dolls are lined up. And when they move out of the way, you can scoot in behind this other doll. The cycle skip only really saves 3 seconds or so, but in a very like I'm going for world record kind of way, it's worth trying every single time. Because the attempt itself doesn't lose time, it can only save you time. Now, Mommy was scary before, right?
You know what happens to little girls who can't play nice, don't you? They get punished.
Yeah.
No way.
So she will Naruto run at us and try to eat us. There is going to be a cycle skip I will be attempting in the next room with her. It is incredibly risky, so I'm gonna focus up and hope that she doesn't grab me. Okay,
I think
we're gonna grab this
the room is
herb.
just over there.
We're gonna stun this little doll, get out of the way, and then we're gonna go for it. She sees me? Oh, this is scary. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh. Yeah, just this part.
Oh, that could have been very bad. If she snags you, she will eat you, and that is a,
I gotta get out of
that's
here.
a run killer, because retries and resets are not allowed on the board, and so that would invalidate the run. Yes. And if you're curious why that's the case, it's because on the board this game is measured in in-game time, and resetting or continuing resets that. So as long as we don't get grabbed by Big Mommy, the rest of the run is pretty safe.
Shut up!
Now we're being bullied by the hallway here, which I think is quite rude. Like, how dare they talk smack? Look at them.
Michael!
Their doll face is trapped in the mold hallway. Anyways, I'm gonna be going to my
decorations.
my parents' house
kind of
when I
party?
was an infant that I probably should not know what it looks like because I was only ever an infant here. This part of the run is a little weird. If there's any messages you would like to read, now's a fantastic time.
I wonder if
Just a
she'll
little
look like
weird.
me.
Just, okay, yeah.
Voice.
I want to remind chat that
Oh, yeah,
you
well
would say
over
we're
halfway.
halfway through this run, right? Well over halfway, and we are again $10 away from $1,500, which just
Enough
already
games.
$1,400
Now
in 2 days. Chat, you're doing absolutely amazing. But again, I would like to see that
Only
$1,500.
$10 away? I think we can get there by the end of this run. Chat, we can do it.
Why does she only want you?
What
That's
are you
10
talking
people with
about?
$1, or one person with 10, or two with 5.
Listen, I'm not good at math.
Math
I
you
just know
wanna
that we
do.
can get there. Number go up.
Seriously, what is your problem?
Number go
Now,
up.
you might be
yes.
wondering who this lovely young lady is. This is Evelyn. Evelyn was the main antagonist of Resident Evil 7. And she is, spoiler alert, kind of our sister and also kind of us. It's really complicated. But Evie's mad that Mommy likes us better. That's what it boils down to. And so she wants to fight about it.
Never enough!
Oh,
Get out of the mold rose, thank you.
Oh, look! Your families!
Your family's here.
Shit!
You can't tell because I'm running away from it, but there's like 6 mannequins chasing me right now.
oh, great.
There's one.
Michael!
Okay. We are in the
Make it out.
elevator. Now we're approaching the boss fight of this area. As you might guess, given the fact that she's here in our face, the boss is Evelyn. The cool thing about fighting Evelyn in this game is it is an incredibly scripted fight, and as long as you don't miss any cycles, it's a win. It's a hold button to win. This is so fun. I can't wait for you to see this fight.
Honestly, scripted fights are probably my favorite things in speedruns, so I am ready to see this.
All right. So Evie has 2 attack patterns, the single blast or the triple blast. And they alternate. So when she pops up and does a single, you can count on her to do a triple the next time. And after the triple, you can bop her. And we're just gonna lather, rinse, repeat. We're gonna follow her around the room as she spawns. We're gonna bait her into farting at us.
We were supposed to
And then
be a
depending on how many
family.
times she does it, we're gonna bop her.
I'm completely obsessed with stupid old Rose!
Now she's gonna spawn back here.
Right here!
And then she's gonna spawn over here. And now after this particular set, The next phase will be a little bit different. We're gonna have to deal with Evelyn as well as a couple mold bulbs because we need to get to the top of the stairs. The good news is she's pretty chill about it. As long as we dodge this particular blast, this is free. Alright, now we can just run into this until it lets me through. Next step, we just wait here until the text pops up that lets us know we can proceed. We can't make this go faster. You can't antagonize her into doing the 3-point burst. She just does it on her own. Alright, and now the finale. Keep holding, I'll help. So when she blasts, all you gotta do is hold it, and that's the fight. The power of yellow paint. You obliterated nerd.
I mean...
Alright. We are in the...
Again, so many questions, but...
What's the pressing question on your mind, champ? I must
I'm on my
know.
own, but I have to keep going.
Yes,
we're
the
fighting
paint
with
is
the
our
paint
bestie.
now.
Would you like to know why?
I would, and you're going to give me what is probably a reasonable answer.
So the yellow
I'm
paint
still
is our
going to
dad.
be confused.
That's Ethan.
What is this place?
Yep, confused. All right.
Yeah, which, you know, is interesting given the fact that he didn't survive the main game. So, like, why is he here? The answer is very, very complicated, but it boils down to just moldy things. Don't worry about it. The good news and the bad news is our clones are back, but they're a little weird this time. That one in particular is a little sus. I don't know why she's wearing Dad's jacket. We didn't pick that outfit.
I'm even stronger than before.
But essentially we have to get over here and burst that big ol' mold bubble. The good news is it can't take a hit. We can just walk right up to it and deal with it. But we do have to make sure that we don't get grabbed. Alright. They're not going to catch up to us. It'll be fine. While I go down in this hole, we're going to have so much time. Because I'm just gonna do some walk-in, and then there's gonna be a cutscene, and then there's gonna be more walk-in, and it's just gonna bring confusion to talk about it. So if there's any messages, now's a perfect time to bring them to the chat.
This sounds like it's going to be a little confusing, but for sure. Or maybe not. I don't know what it is. But just a reminder out to chat. We are again getting super close to the end of this run, and then we are going to be on our last run of the night, Amnesia: The Bunker. We do have that bid war open. Save the prisoner or save the frames. Again, save the prisoner. For some reason, y'all still have that in the lead.
strong.
We need to
Must be the
save the
crystal.
frames. The frames. We're speed running. You know, like we want to see more of the game, of course, but like.
Wait.
speed run,
Speed
chat.
run? I thought we were here to save
through
people.
here.
Like the prisoner.
We're saving some people, maybe not the prisoner.
True.
But we are saving Sarah.
I can feel it.
That's the important saving we're doing today, and the frames.
So, you might notice that I tried to pick up the shiny rock. In this moment, we have no magic powers because we touched the shiny rock, and that respawned Mother Miranda, who, plot twist, is the big bad once again. Because reasons and moldy things. Also, our dad is here. I don't know why, but he's cool, and he will never show us his face. Don't ask me to do that.
Okay.
Why'd you let me call you Michael?
Okay.
But because we don't have moldy powers
just
right
needed you
now,
to say
our
it.
dad is using the power of shotgun to keep us safe. In a cutscene that we will be skipping
sorry I
at the
left you
end of
alone.
this walkway,
But I had to find a way out.
our ghost dad will have his afterlife
did.
jeopardized.
It's just ahead.
And we're gonna make the choice to re-embrace what makes us special because it's a gift we got from him, and we're just gonna be at full power with all 5 Infinity Stones in our gauntlet. And no, I can't skip this because it's just that cool when he shoots her.
Stay away from my family!
Yeah, you tell her, Ethan. Alright, this is the final boss fight. I like this fight a lot. We now have the ability to, like, Bloodborne dodge. I lumped that way too soon. That's alright.
How intent you were throwing them away? I think they just might.
So, she dodged. There will be wailing and hater. You're gonna force me to actually deal with your phase, aren't you?
There's no shame.
Give me orb. Give me orb, ma'am.
This is
You're just gonna fly at me? That's so stinky. So stinky, Miranda.
I won't let you do.
So for phase 2, I'm gonna let her do her orbs. You might be wondering why. Her orbs let me recharge my ability without having to use a sage. And I only have 2 left in my pocket, and I really need those for the harder phases of this fight. So we're gonna farm her for some mana real quick.
you are of 2 different.
I need her to do that again.
Why do
Alright, perfect. Now I need to not miss. Got her. We're back on track. Now the reason why it's very important to save an herb for the next phase is because if she is allowed to do her thing, she's gonna suck me into complete darkness. And that makes it very, very hard to track where she is in the arena. And it is a huge it's a huge time waste if she's gonna do it because there was iframes. She's showing off for the marathon. I'm so proud of her.
time is at
She's showing off for this marathon.
Wow.
Miranda, you are being so rude.
cultivated this world.
She's being so rude.
What is happening?
She's dodging all of my stuff. And I'm out of herb. So we have to fight her for real this time.
Have the power to regenerate.
Which is cool because Miranda's a really cool fight.
You are the
But it is
only
unfortunate.
one who can bring her back to
I need her to make
whatever
orbs.
it takes. Whatever I must do. I
orbs, thank
will
you.
see this.
Chat, can we summon some orbs? Yeah, orbs in chat
Orbs and checks sound great.
to make Miranda comply. I'm gonna also eat this just in case. Alright, there's one more phase of the fight. She's gonna turn into a fountain now
Do you
because
still not see?
reasons.
There is no happy ending.
Like a
It's like literally she's gonna turn into a fountain. Watch.
At the end of her reign.
And you kill the only one who understands.
Do you see why I wanted to skip this phase?
You are like
It's definitely like
Yeah.
a broken chocolate fountain.
you just won't give up.
Make more orbs.
You really are. That stubborn that shines makes
Fantastic.
you the perfect vessel.
Alright, where is she? Gorgeous. Now, after this set of 5 shots, she's gonna say the line, I shall finish this. And then we're gonna get sucked into Bloodborne. If you
What
know, you
is
know.
this?
You'll recognize it.
Okay.
I shall finish this.
Yeah, finish it. Finish it, Miranda. Gorgeous. Welcome to Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, wow.
My struggle comes to fruition.
This is
Change the
scripted,
category.
it's fine.
Okay.
We're just gonna power through this cutscene
Return!
and then manifest the biggest tree we've ever grown in our life. And then we're gonna just drain her abilities. Time will be when we hit the cutscene at the end of this monologue here. So while she's yapping, I just want to say thank you all for having me. You can find me on the Twitch
I'm
as
not a
BigScared, or
goddamn
other
vessel.
places on the internet as
Not some
BigScared, or
stupid
I'm
puppet.
BigScared.
I'm me,
Time is coming up
Rose.
very, very quick.
and you're done.
That's time. Thank you.
GG. Wow.
You know, aside from Miranda's non-compliance, that was a really good run.
It wasn't. I fear that tech may hate me for saying this, but it wasn't as chaotic. We've avoided some of the chaos.
5216 is
maybe?
pretty close to my PB, so I'm not
Maybe.
mad.
Nice.
Thank you.
GG. Well, you already told us, you're on Twitch. Is there
Yeah, I
anything
want to
else? Any
shout out
shout-outs you
everyone
want to
here
give?
helping out. There is such a wide and talented community of runners and showrunners coming together to make this happen that I can't thank you all enough for the work you're putting into this. Shout out to the Clock Tower stream team. It is our element. It is Halloween season, and I love you. Shout out to the Binary Breakers. We are gearing up for our Hope for the Holidays charity event at the end of the year. Submissions and run submissions and volunteer applications are open until the end of next week, actually. So if you're interested and you want to know more, just get in touch with me.
Cool. That is coming soon. Well, thank you so much. This was an awesome run. And as always, your commentary towards these runs gives me so much life. I
Thank you.
appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for this. All right, chat. We are very, very close. We are getting close to just wrapping up the end of our day here. We have our last run. It is Amnesia the Bunker. And that is coming up in just a second.